Everywhere I go, I get questions, hey Ian, what about this? What about that? What would you do? What would Ian do? That kind of thing. I think it's appropriate to just take some fan questions and also just respond to a bunch of things that I've heard over the years.
Okay, Ian. Russ Randall, Watertown, New York. I noticed your early builds were more about the look. Have you found as you've gotten older that comfort plays more of a role in your builds?
I gotta say, it may appear that I'm going for comfort and usability a bit more, but that is not true. Function always follows form, so it's fashion forward all the time. What's the end game? What's your ultimate plan for this fine machine?
The end game, I'm going to use it as a fully self-contained all-terrain motorhome when I want to go camping and/or four-wheeling.
Anywhere.
And pretty much anywhere if it'll fit.
I see. Each project has its own direction. So, for example, that giant 10-ton truck, the fella's physical condition was a concern, his ability to get in and out of it. Oh yeah, there it is now. Put in a request. Most of the time, it just starts with an idea of something that's available, a certain car or truck, whatever. And then, well, how could I really twist it? I have to constantly remind myself of that because that's the thing. Otherwise, I'd just be restoring cars to someone else's standard. It's working. It's working. Keep it in, keep coming. 6 inches. Oh, drop it. Everything seems like it fits good. I must say, I am getting softer in my old age, for sure. Maturity does have its benefits, but I still like the radical stuff. That's the thrill of the whole thing for me, is just making the impossible look possible. Just being open to just anything goes. We couldn't do an Ask Ian episode without responding to the #1 question of all time. It's, Ian, where's your dog? I gotta say, he's the most opinionated, loving animal I've ever met. Not named the shop inspector for nothing. It's like a Rolodex of specs that you have to adhere to. A stickler for detail. Like you can't go to the pet store and order one of those. He just showed up. You can smell it, it's very old. Don't you think? He's disinterested. The board meeting's over here.
Yeah, over here.
Come on, check this out.
What do you think? Oh, maybe he's afraid you're gonna use his dog dish again.
You're threatening to run away from home? It's a hobo stick with a bag thing. Riviera, 65, lowrider. You know the shop, you know Victor. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, see that? This is a first. Usually the shop inspector is the harsh critic, the stink eye. He comes in and he's all tongue. He's like, yeah, this is on. That is the lick of approval. He's into lowriders. You look relaxed. As he started to grow up, it's like all of a sudden he's not the little puppy anymore. He's just kind of like, hey, maybe he needs a companion. There's a new kid in town, wouldn't you say? I thought it was about time to get shop inspector some companionship. I got another stray pit, a rescue, and I think she'll be the perfect companion for the inspector. They've been together for 1 day and they're like old buddies. That was one of the things, dude was maturing, he was wanting to just lounge around a lot. By bringing Lil in, half his age, it kind of perked him up. All of a sudden he was bouncing around like a puppy again. He needs to lighten it up a little. This is a fun shop, no more arguments. Just keep it on the level. A little lady action in the room might help things out a little.
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. This is a 50 model Studebaker that was cut in half. I've got a 56 Ford cab back on it, chopped the windshield. I have confidence in what I do out here because of watching you. I have adopted your mantra of cut it up first and then put it back together. And I really enjoy the confidence that your show has instilled in me. Thanks for making a little guy like me think he can do some things.
I gotta say, I had not even considered the concept of confidence. I've always considered it like reckless or fearless or something in that direction, but whatever it is, yes, it's critical to actually just jumping in and getting going on every project. More times than I can count, and usually with the help of an adventurous client, I've got myself into a pretty sticky situation.
I want the top to be about this high.
Jack threw a total curveball at this project. I was thinking of wild paint schemes, you know, and he's talking about cutting this thing apart. It's a pretty good looking truck like it is, man.
I know.
Sure you don't want to just start on another one? This is
No.
My friend Jack had this awesome econoline pickup, and he just wanted to take it to the entire next level, like not even looking like a Ford product at all.
It was chopped 4 inches already, and he liked that, but I had other ideas. I have some drawings here.
Well, the thing about confidence is that's built, right? That's earned, that's something that's been practiced. So you go in for something on the first time, like cutting up this truck, I consider that a bit reckless. Cut it up. Most people probably wouldn't cut up a perfectly good Econoline pickup truck like that. But you know, that's where the reckless part comes in, and the confidence is knowing that you can have a tow truck take it away if it doesn't work out.
It's total loss. Call the insurance. Jack, how do you feel now that I just cut your whole truck in half?
I don't know.
When Jack first approached me, I'm like, yeah, okay, we could probably do just about anything. I didn't realize that we were going in that deep on such a really, in my opinion, finished project. So yeah, it kind of spun me a little bit.
Okay, now we flip it over or we
I
cut
don't
the
know.
sides?
I've never done this before. That's the most critical thing, is to just stay focused on one thing. If you look at the broader picture, you can get kind of scrambled. And I just pick one thing, stick it, and then move on.
He's doing the dance, it's raining, planets are aligning. It's gonna be a good project.
Everything's lined up. Look at that. Oh, man.
That's a radical freaking shop, man.
This is going to be great.
Jack's got a lot of crazy ideas, and I like it.
I've been wanting to build this thing ever since I saw the car back in the 60s. You know, it sat around for so long, and I'm thinking, well, maybe this will never happen.
The most important thing is somebody gonna fit in here? Hop on in there, sir. Thing's tiny.
Where's my head? Is it too high?
Yeah.
Him and I are just good friends, so we're just goofing off and, hey, you know, do I like being reckless with my friends' possessions? Maybe. So it was a pretty entertaining experience. Like, we weren't faking that.
We're gonna make a blade right here, and you're gonna sit into position, and we're gonna take that much off.
Just like I'm
It's gonna fit
getting an
perfect.
autopsy.
Right, it's gonna be perfect.
Met a lot of really interesting, cool people and made a bunch of good friends along the way. One of my best pals for a long time was a fellow named Kai. Unfortunately, brain cancer took him just last year, but we did a lot of really cool projects together while he was with us. Consummate biker guy, right? His whole life revolved around Harley-Davidson motorcycles and the culture.
I've been with Easy Riders or Paisano Publications for going on 30 years. As an editor, as a writer, as a photographer, it's all about motorcycles. I get to ride brand new bikes almost every day.
Kai was one of my early supporters. I mean, I was just the guy in the garage building these weird cars, and he had this magazine opportunity, and we started working together because of that. He gave me a column in the magazine, he featured a lot of my work, and in return, I was able to, you know, help him with some dream projects of his own.
Well, you know my 58 Sportster?
A little worse for wear. What's going on with this thing?
Kai brought me in on one of his prized possessions, you know, this old school Sportster, and that was his thing. He's like, yeah, this bike is iconic. Don't go putting any of your weird stuff on it. So, you know, I'm always looking to roust Kai a little, so as a joke, I go over to my buddy Gary's place, because I know he's got this stash of old water filter canisters, and I think it'd be perfect for this project.
Kai walks in, and it's like a beeline, straight to his bike.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
And the first thing his eyes go to is that oil tank. I'm just sitting back waiting for the response.
I really like the oil tank, man. This looks really cool.
Kai's first reaction was that I went to a swap meet and picked up an old chopper oil tank or something. But upon more developed conversation, it's a little canister that holds a water filter for like a purification system. He was slowly eased into the fact that I took some junk water filters and welded them together.
It's kind of weird because I told him I didn't want any junk on my bike, and then he basically put junk on my bike. But I gotta admit, I mean, he did a good job. It looks great. Check this out. This is
That's
cool.
your little filler. I'll polish that so it's just aluminum color.
Yeah. Knowing Ian, I kind of figured he'd come up with something like that. Damn, looks good.
And that's the thing, you know, everybody thinks motorcyclist, right? So somehow he ends up with this trike project, completely disinterested in it. And I'm like, whoa, there's the gold.
There was this one deal, the guy had all kinds of junk lying around and he wanted to get rid of this trike, but he just tossed it in with whatever bike I had bought at the time. And I didn't really want it because I don't like trikes too much. Like I said, I don't know anything about it. This is not my thing, you know? So I don't have a lot of faith in this project at all, to tell you the truth.
I see this as real potential. And I think I'm gonna try to prove something to him. He's trying to get rid of some junk, and I'm gonna show him the real deal.
Well, yeah, take it. Get it the hell out of here, man.
Very cool, man. I will.
That was the spice of our relationship, right? Because like, look, hey, I'm the clown, da da da. And he's like, yeah, all right, clown. Have fun with that.
It's a long walk back from Kai's. Watch it, beast.
Even though Kai was very particular about his motorcycles, when I had all these crazy cartoon ideas, he was very open-minded to my shenanigans.
What the hell? This is not anything like I saw.
No.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, he got rid of the whole front end, the whole front part of the frame, and created a whole new frame. The whole thing just looks nothing like I expected at all. This is crazy, man.
Crazy.
I wouldn't mind writing this. Leave it to Ian. He comes up with this stuff, and I see total potential for this thing now.
You know, in the end of it, I think both of our input really led to a good result. You know, he was trying to keep it like really conservative, old school. You know, I threw some weird things in the mix, and you know, he liked it.
Kai was a naysayer to the trike thing, and now here he is. He's driving 80 miles out on his new trike just to check out the scene.
Yeah, I feel super fortunate to have spent that much time with Kai. It really satisfied him to have that Sportster in particular.
Sounds great, man. I love it. I love the way it looks. I just love the way it looks.
We got both bikes out here. They're running good. Just like I did with the trike, Kai came around, doing it the same thing with this Kawasaki.
So what happened, Kai? You resorted to riding the Kawasaki?
I'm not Kai, I'm his twin brother.
You look good on that thing, dude.
Don't even publish that.
Doing projects with clients that are friends in particular, you know, that's the biggest charge of it all. The opportunity for me, a kid who grew up in New York, to move to California and meet the editor of Easy Riders magazine and just be like, hey, let's work together. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. I could not have hoped to meet a better guy in working with Kai. One thing I get asked all the time is like, what's up with Victor? Like, is he that crazy? The answer is, kinda.
Sato, I'm a Sato guy, if you could tell by my car.
It's kind of like his alter ego, right? So like when Victor and I are together in the shop, the fantasy Victor reveals his face. See, that's one thing that car building provides both Victor and I, is this chance to really just get loose, right? You know, he's a structured businessman, he's successful, so it has its parameters. But with his own spare time, his projects, he gets to go free.
That didn't work.
Yeah, the bubble top project was really just more of a challenge. It's like, hey, let's see if we could actually inflate one of these things and then build a car around it.
I think that's the top. I think that's the right bubble for this car. That's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's all I needed to see, was that this bubble top thing was a success, right? As soon as we got that part of it, it was just open season on any idea.
Don't look at it the way it is now. Look at it as us changing it into the ultimate party vehicle.
If you're looking for something different, you just gotta do different things. Bottom line, you know, putting this Zephyr nose on the pickup truck, challenging, yes. A lot of modifications, sure. Even if you're unsure of the end result, you just gotta act like you already did it. You gotta fool yourself sometimes. That looks like a Zephyr truck, for sure.
Wow. It looks better than I pictured it in my mind. I mean, it's a shark coming at me. I mean, you're looking at the front of the Titanic coming towards you, man. That is called the Zephyr Cruise Liner.
You know, Victor has his enhancements, but you know, I also have mine. I'd like to seal these doors up completely, just like I sealed the hood. You want a boat, right? You ever seen a boat with doors in it?
Not yet.
Yeah. You just step right in, right? You come up. This is your walkway. What's more natural than that? So you get in the boat, right?
Huh?
Like this.
You got
It's
it
perfect.
right there.
It feels natural.
The Titanic.
Something like that. It's not like we one-up each other, but we definitely feed off of each other's ideas and energy.
Well, if we do that, then we need a boat windshield if you're going that crazy. That's a brilliant idea. We have to cut this out, start from the front here where it lifts up right here and angle it back with the windshield.
I get that question all the time, like how many times does Victor change his mind? How many times does he revisit the same territory and improve on it?
Just a little bit more that way. Actually, a little less like, and you know what? It might be okay. Let me look at, yeah, this one has to go straight with the seats, so it just gotta go.
I can't answer that question, but it goes on and on. Without Victor's input, my career wouldn't be where it is, bottom line. He's the man that's pushed me to do all this crazy stuff again and again. So yeah, hats off to him.
I kind of do things as a joke. I said, I'm gonna put a Zephyr on a Chevy pickup, just kind of threw it, just a thought came into my mind. And for you to achieve it and put it into proportion, this vehicle looks like it came out of the factory like that. I've already seen a lot of older people saying, oh yeah, Zephyr Cruise Liner, I remember that.
So I guess the answer to that question is yes, I like enhancements. At the end of the day, you know, enhancements are really what building a custom car is all about. You know, this was a real challenge, but you know, seeing people's response in the end, that's what makes it all worthwhile. I mean, a couple risky moves, couple bold choices. I think it worked out for the best. One huge question that comes up all the time, it's like, Ian, like, who do you look up to, right? Like, who are your mentors? One of the big ones, of course, Mr. Gene Winfield, the icon of the industry at this point in his life. Gene Winfield is one of the old school custom car guys. He's been doing this since the 50s. He's been there, he's seen it all. And if I need some advice, he's the go-to guy. Over the years, having conversations, you know, it's like, hey, could I ask your advice on this? You know, we worked on the bubble top together, worked on Jack's truck, a number of other things. And, you know, he's just always been really supportive and really receptive. Gene's given me the whole spiel, A to Z, and it's really helping me out.
It's the only way you can do it.
Okay.
It takes hours and hours, but
I had a feeling it's a lot of work,
yes.
but we're gonna give it a shot. You never know. Thank you.
Right. You're welcome.
Well, one of the things I've learned most from him and respected most is just his patience. You know, he has a way of communicating that really like reinforces, you know, your intent. Where he's like, yeah, you might run into trouble here kind of thing. It's like one time when I did this, this is what happened. So, you know, kind of look for that. He speaks like the master, like he has been there and seen and done it all. Taking a little field trip to Anaheim, California. One of the meccas for everything Volkswagen. It's EMPI Incorporated. They got all the parts for all the toys, and I finally get to take a look around. Oh boy.
Well, Ian, here it is, EMPI HQ.
This is like Mecca for the VW enthusiast. Met up with Corey, the marketing director for EMPI, and he's gonna give me a tour of the facility. Smells awesome in here. Smells just like all the best stuff. Walking in the door, this place is unreal. I think it's like 500 million square feet. There's cardboard boxes everywhere. They got pretty much everything if you're gonna restore or rebuild a Volkswagen. Yeah, back even when I was 15 years old, I'd be ordering stuff through the catalog, and this is where it came from. It came from here to my house.
I'm so stoked you were able to come out here. I know you're a big VW enthusiast, so, you know, welcome, and now our home is your home, and we're here to support your future builds.
Thanks, man. Look at this thing.
There you go.
I recognize this. The hot VW starter kit
Starter
right there.
kit.
That's the
Yep.
first thing you do.
That's the bling to get
Right.
you rolling.
Right off the bat, I see the old standard, you know, the number one thing, the Volkswagen engine chrome dress-up kit. I think everyone in the world had to buy one of these at one time or another. You know, me, 15 years old, I walk into the store, right? So I got a car and I get to drive next year. It's like, I want this thing. I'm gonna put it on the engine. The VW Bug is like iconic. It's just like worldwide. And you know, just the volume of product you see here proves that. People are still doing it to this day, like big time.
Well, Ian, this has to be your favorite part of the whole shop. This is where we make the magic and make things cool like you do. Like this here, this is our pushrod tubes that we turn in from the raw stock. So we take this raw stock material and we turn it into these beautiful works of art.
Oh yeah, cool.
And we do it all in-house.
What's going on here is not just, you know, ship and pack. They manufacture parts here. They got their own workshop. They do R&D, engine building. They got a dyno shop, you know, multiple CNC machines creating product right here.
These are some of our CNC heads. Look like it's one of our CNC ported heads that is just coming off the machine.
That's a lot of heads.
You take a quick look behind you. We've got about 3,000 of them ready for you to use.
That's what's going on up there. There's so many facets of this VW hobby. I mean, one thing that they're really into lately are these Class 11 race cars. Basically a VW Bug on steroids. There's one thing I love the most, is bouncing around in the desert.
This is the Class 11 cars here.
Yeah, and this thing is all business, man. It's so interesting when you see something on TV and you see cars racing, you don't understand the true grit that they go through. And you know, these cars show they're freaking raced.
They're raced, they're rolled.
That's
I got 24 stitches in my hand to show the proof that it happens.
Nice. The design of the vehicle, it's proven itself to be really off-road worthy. The engine in the back gives tremendous traction, and the way they were created, they're super durable.
The neat part about these cars and why we chose Class 11 to get back to our roots is that you can build this car from pretty much everything in our catalog, about 98%. This is all off-the-shelf items.
Fire it up, man. I gotta hear this
Let's
thing.
do it.
I've been really into desert lately since I moved out about 2 years ago, and I'm fascinated by all of it. So to see these cars, it's totally different than looking at them in a picture in a magazine. This one will give Herbie the Love Bug a run for its money.
Oh, heck yeah.
This thing's all business. I'd love to take one of these out for a freaking burn. One of the main reasons Corey called me down here was because they have a podcast. He thought it was a perfect opportunity to have a live chat.
Let's do what we came here for. Let's go talk about the insider and let people know what goes on behind the scenes with Ian.
Yeah, everybody's always asking me a million questions. It'd be interesting to get online and see what they are.
Well, let's have some fun.
Right on.
Well, guys, we are live for one of the most requested episodes of the EMPI Insider to date. And I'm stoked. We have the dude, the man, the myth, the creative genius and mastermind, Ian Roussel.
Glad to be here. I mean, this whole thing is called Ask Ian, so Corey invited me to his podcast, the EMPI Insider, find out what the people are asking.
You're like that guy, that the mysterious superhero. People want to know about you, about how you got started.
I'm all ears. Let me know what you want to know.
Well, how did the love for the Volkswagen, because everybody sees it, but how did you get to fall in love with that little car?
I'm really not 100% sure, but my grandmother had one. I'm 14 years old. And my dad's like, yeah, whatever. If you can get that running by the time you're 16, you got a car to drive. You know, I would read everything. I go to the library, read. I read the How to Keep Your VW Alive for the Complete Idiot. I read that thing cover to cover multiple times.
There was like a moment that you can recall that triggered you, say, hey, I'm gonna go this pathway now, this car building.
Well, I was messing around in my parents' garage all growing up. And I had a decent job in construction, Union, New York City, and I saw the iron workers welding. And I was like, that is freaking cool. It's like, I want to weld. All of a sudden, I'm fixing my buddies' cars, doing this and that. And my dream was to move to California. So I really did just leap of faith. I just moved out here, rented a shop, started doing it.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's really interesting to actually have this conversation because it brings up things that I wasn't even thinking about.
One says, Ian, have you ever offered any type of training classes and stuff like that?
I would do it, but I don't really know any, like how would I format it? How would I, schedule a time? What would I really show? I went to welding school, I got certified, and I recommend that for everyone. More than giving classes, like why not just get out there and try something and mess it up?
What would you tell somebody that's a inspiring car builder or just somebody that's in it, just go out and try it and it's okay to mess up, you know?
My first VW Bug was rotten. I pop riveted that thing together with a bunch of galvanized tin and figured that wasn't the right way to do it. The car fell apart, but I tried it.
Brazil's checking in, Australia checking in, Hawaii.
Man, I had no idea the global audience. I mean, thanks to everybody for enjoying the show so much. I couldn't have expected all this.
It's pretty wild to be in a live global audience. I'm getting requests and questions from every place you could think of, you know? The internet is amazing.
What's Ian's favorite VW build of all time?
Out of my stable or of all time?
Your build.
I mean, the Johnny 5, the little truck, it's not even really a Volkswagen, but I think that is my favorite. You know, the funky Futura from Ventura, that crazy blue buggy. That's really nuts. So that would be more VW. But yeah, it's one of those two. They're kind of tied.
Because you're turning burning them. But is there ever just that one you're just like, I just wish I would have kept it? Or is there that one that got away kind of vibe?
Nope. The answer is no.
Johnny Jalopy chiming in.
Uh-oh, watch out for that guy.
Will you be collaborating with Johnny Jalopy again? He just asked.
I sure hope so. I've been tossing ideas at him text message wise. We got a lot of stuff we've been talking about, so let's see.
One gentleman saying started his build on his 1953 Dodge truck just because of you. So
I get a lot of that, and I'm glad to be that kind of inspiration. Because what you see on the show, really, that's just freaking do it. Just get in there and try something.
Ian is the best damn mad scientist when it comes to metalwork. Yeah,
Thank you.
Was there a certain builder that you just really enjoyed or kind of watched that?
Oh, Ed Roth, hands down.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, so many people from Southern California, but I mean, when I saw the Ratfink thing and learned more about this dude, I'm like, far out. That's who I want to be when I grow up.
What do you think's a good tip for somebody to kind of, besides just getting out and starting and trying, but how do you set yourself apart from somebody else when you're building?
Just follow your heart. Just do what your soul believes.
Yeah, I gotta say, first time in my life, people are asking for advice. It's like, what? Like, I know what I'm doing? Just go out there, figure it out. I don't know.